Oh, boy. Where would the Sacramento Kings be without De'Aaron Fox? A three with 7/10 of a second left after a 4-point play by DeRozan, and the Kings win it 117-114. And are you ready for this, folks? Are you ready? Okay. The Sacramento Kings, Ryan, have now won 41 games on the season. Wow.
Unbelievable, Grant. Kings fans, if you haven't already, go see your cardiologist. This is getting crazy. Fox is unreal. Talk about the fourth quarter. Let's just call it the Fox quarter from now on.
Yes, the Fox quarter. I like that.
The Fox
and you know what
quarter.
else I like? Coming on the postgame show after a W, 117-114. I'm Grant, Ryan in Sacktown, and you are watching Sacramento Kings coverage right here on If You Don't Like That.
Audio Jungle.
And at one point, Sacramento was down 99-94 in the fourth. They end up winning it thanks to Fox at the horn, 117-114, pretty much at the horn, 7/10 of a second. And the Rockets beat the Lakers. The Grizzlies get blown out of Miami, so the Kings really are the number 2 seed because they own the tiebreaker over Miami, 117-114. How the hell are you, everybody?
What a win, especially it was the opposite of the Milwaukee game, right? The Kings played a great second half in this one, excellent fourth quarter, and they found a way to win when they were not playing well the entire game, and that's what good teams do.
Unbelievable. De'Aaron freaking Fox. Wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And the Kings have just clinched a 500 record. We have not been able to say that in a long time. Mr. Clutch, absolutely. I mean, we were talking about whether he would be first or second All-NBA team. I don't know how you can keep him off first All-NBA team this year. Do you?
It's pretty tough, Grant. It is pretty tough with what the Kings have done in the clutch scoring. Can you name somebody else? I mean,
Nope.
Who do you think's ahead of him? Luka? No, I don't think so.
Not this year.
Not this year.
No.
Exactly right.
All right, so the Kings shoot 48%, 48.7, including 18 of 42 from distance, 43%. Bulls did not shoot well all game, but yet they were in it. 39% from the field, 38% from three. Very questionable call there on the foul that allowed DeRozan to get the 4-point play. But you know what? It just set up heroics for De'Aaron Fox, so that's fine,
Yeah, exactly. I mean, rarely do you see 2 4-point plays in a game, and that happened twice in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
But hey, we got De'Aaron Fox, so whatever they need to do, we have Fox. Find the answer.
All right, so the Kings 41-27, Rhino.
41-27, Grant, and no signs of slowing down. No signs of slowing down. On to Brooklyn now for 42.
And we got Connor, who's going to try to make it out of the United Center on his bike. Good job right there. Good job. So I'd imagine it's not that cold, huh, Connor? Good luck. How about that? Going to the game at the UC on his bike. You have to freaking love that, huh?
Connor, make sure you only listen to the audio. Don't try to send a message while you're riding the bike, buddy. Do us a favor.
Oh, my gosh. So great to have you here, Grant and Ryan, on the postgame. Don't forget, tomorrow the Kings are in Brooklyn. Ryan will be on pregame. He'll join me at halftime and postgame as the Kings look for a winning record for the first time since 2006. How about that?
Grant, it's coming together. It is coming together. It's really exciting for this city, and it's really exciting for the fans that have never been on this ride before. So,
how about Sabonis? Another triple-double. He had 14 points, 17 rebounds, and 10 assists. Fox led the way with 32 big points, including the three. He was 4 of 6 from distance. He also made 4 or 5 from the line. We talk about free throw shooting a lot, particularly on the road. Kings were 23 of 29. for 79%. The Bulls were really good from the line. That's probably why they were in the game. 22 of 25 translates to 88%. How about that?
That is what winning teams do. That's exactly it. And one thing that was impressive about this one, Grant, the Kings only took 78 shots tonight. The Bulls took 97. That's very uncharacteristic for the Kings. So they were efficient.
Yeah, the last time the Kings were this good of a road team was when they were dominating the league with those 60-win seasons. So it's been a long time, you know? Yeah, Denver is losing right now. I mean, you got to be a little concerned if you're Michael Malone. They've now lost 4 in a row. But right now, we're talking about the Kings. All right, I talked about the bench at halftime, right? I said the bench has got to get going. Malik Monk did just that. He had 19 points. Outstanding second half for Malik Monk.
He sure did. He turned things around, turned a little bit of the pace around, got everybody involved, and hit the big shots when he needed to.
All right, so great to have you here. Grant Napier, Ryan in Sacktown. The Kings win it on a shot basically at the horn, 117 to 114. De'Aaron Fox, after a 4-point play by DeMar DeRozan, is able to just get the shot that he wants, Ryan. It's almost like he knew in the backcourt that the game was over. You know what I'm saying? Like before he even got to a shooting position, you know, I'm like, well, he knew. He goes, I'm calling game.
Exactly, Grant. You got to question. I mean, why do you not run a second guy at him at that point? You know, I mean, you don't have a timeout. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense, but you know what? Their fault for letting him get what he wants. And there's one thing, Grant, that Fox has done all year. He has gotten to the spots that he has wanted to get to. Nobody has stopped him from that yet.
Well, incredible. 41 wins and counting is right. You're right. Fox is looking like a max guy. He has not looked like a max guy until this point. You can thank Domantas Sabonis for that as well. Sabonis has completely changed around this franchise and is, I think, enabled Fox to go up the ladder a little bit. And he has done just that. 117, 114. The Kings win it, and we are so happy that you're here on the post game. Do us a favor, if you have not yet subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, hit that like button. We would greatly appreciate it. Kings get outscored in the first 30-25. They get outscored in the second quarter, 28-23. Ryan, the big quarter for the Kings tonight was the third quarter. They outscored the Bulls 37-22. Love the way they came out of the locker room to start the second half.
Yeah, Grant, they basically had that 10-point deficit cut by the first time out in the third quarter or so, and that's exactly what they needed to do. And from that point on, they played the basketball they needed and kept it close and then pulled away at the end.
Ryan, you ready for this? 20 road wins for the Sacramento Kings. 20 wins on the road. That's unbelievable.
It is, Grant. They are road warriors, and that's good. I would rather have a really good road team than a bad or a good home team sometimes. And the Kings have proven they know how to do it out there.
All right, so I do have an update, and I sent an email to the state about what is going on, and they said it was mailed to me. And based on that, it should have already arrived, which means that when I get my mail tomorrow, it better be there. And as soon as I have that paperwork, boom, we're up and running on the website. So trust me, I'm doing everything I can do. I'm just doing the best I can. So again, I know you're tired of me saying this, but I'm being hamstrung by the state right now. So we're almost there, buddy. Almost.
We're right there. We're right there.
Absolutely.
And I appreciate you guys not egging my house and not TPing my house anymore. We are right there.
I want to see those shirts all over the Golden One Center for the playoffs.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if someone said that we should add a purple beam coming out of the ball. That might not be a bad look.
Oh, you know? I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
I wonder how hard would that be easy to do or hard to do?
No, we just get the graphic designer to make a couple changes and we're good to go.
Yeah, that might be good, huh?
Okay.
Well,
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Look at see, we love your ideas. Give us your ideas. We will run with them if we like them.
Absolutely. Well, you'll be able to get the shirt. You'll be able to go to my website. And again, we are really close. And you will be able to go to ifyoudon'tlikethat.com. For those of you that need to see it, there it is. Ifyoudon'tlikethat.com. And you'll be able to order your shirt right online. Very close to happening. Very close. And I think we're gonna add some other things as well with merchandise. So we'll have you covered there. Thank you for your support. You all are freaking awesome. 117 to 114. Also, We're all in good moods tonight, but again, here we go. We got people giving us ideas. 17 boards by Sabonis. The man is a machine. Again, here we go, Ryan. How about a purple beam coming out of your logo up there too? Yes, we just went over that. We're going to add to that. Light the beam. Indeed. 117, 114. Yeah, I think we'll do that, Ryan. We'll have the graphic designer make a creative purple beam coming right out of there.
Perfect. I love it.
Yeah.
I absolutely love the idea. Or, well, I'll take that one offline. I'll let you know about that one.
Oh, my gosh. No, I'm not the best, but thank you very much. Ryan and I have thoroughly enjoyed doing this show. People
It's
are
so much fun.
They want a Grant Napier shooting purple lasers out of his eyes dressed like Superman on a shirt. I don't think that's going to happen. Oh, man, you people are absolutely awesome. All right, give me some rant ideas as we move along here on the postgame show. I'm in a good mood, but, I can always do a rant even when I'm in a good mood, Ryan. You know that.
Of course.
Yeah.
Rants don't have to be negative. They can be fun. Come on now.
That's correct, And Mr. Sabonis is the best. He is the absolute best. And yes, indeed, light the beam. Light the beam. Absolutely. Light the beam, indeed. Yes, indeed. Fox is the guy you think. De'Aaron Fox is more than the guy. De'Aaron Fox has been unfreaking believable, right?
Yeah. He is taking, Grant, you talked about this before the season, him taking that 6-year step, right? And he's taken that and more this year. And Sabonis is a big part of that. But think about this fan base, and some people were talking about a Ben Simmons trade at the beginning of the season.
Oh, my God.
Can you imagine this team with Ben Simmons right now?
Oh, my gosh.
It would be a disaster. Fox. And you know what? For the way De'Aaron plays too, Grant, how about his durability? Look at the guards that play his position and how many games they've missed this year. He's only missed a handful.
Yep. 117 to 114. The Kings get the win. Do you think that was a bad call on that 4-point play by DeRozan?
I thought it was a touchy call. From what I could see, it looks like Harrison did nick his elbow, but Harrison was up and down. I don't know if that's a last minute or a last second call. What about you, Grant?
I don't like that call. I mean, I think in that situation with the game on the line, you got to be damn sure. I think the officials have missed an inordinate amount of calls this year. Can we agree on that, Ryan? And I'm talking about in the last possession of games. How many times have we had to come on this stream and talk about incorrect calls for both teams, Ryan? Right. Going both ways. It's just not working. Right?
It's not. No, it's not. And when we were getting ready for the show and kind of watching what was going on, Grant brought up an excellent point about the challenge system and what should happen if you have a challenge that was successful. Should you get an extra one if you're in a situation like this? But the referees, something's got to change with the game, Grant, especially with the way that the guys are shooting the threes now.
Yeah, it has to. It has to. The game is all about 3-point shooting. It is all about 3-point shooting. I mean, you think about the Kings tonight. They took 42 3-point attempts, 42. And guess what? The Bulls took 42. We're seeing teams on nights shoot well over 53s. We're seeing teams sometimes shoot below 20%. And it's, I don't like the way the game's played right now. I don't. I think the game can be played a lot better. And I think the league needs to explore ideas. I'll tell you this. I'm giving a lot of credit to Major League Baseball, because to me, their game was dead in the water. The sport of baseball has been dying. And so Major League Baseball said, you know what? We acknowledge that. We acknowledge that people are turning away our games and that the younger generation is sitting there and falling asleep while they're trying to watch a game. And they're not playing Little League Baseball. And so what did Major League Baseball do? They made radical changes to their game. And based on what we've seen in spring training, it's being reviewed very well. The games are speeding up. There's a lot of action now, and the ball is in play now more because you've gotten rid of the shift. There's the pitch clock. Batters can't be stepping out of the box doing 1,000 different things to their batting glove and their jerseys and their helmets. And so, you know what? I applaud baseball for saying, you know what? It's not working. We need to change it. Now, the NBA is not as bad as that. The NBA doesn't have to make wholesale changes, but the NBA does need to refine their game somewhat. And so I think they should follow suit of what baseball did, where baseball said, hey, wait a minute. We need to make this better. They've done that. Basketball needs to do that too. The NBA needs to follow suit.
Yeah, Grant, it's an excellent point. I mean, baseball, the staunchest of, very conservative fans and just the way the game's played. So, putting a runner on second base, which I don't really like that too much, but everything else they've done is
I don't
really
like that
good
either.
for the game. Football, they're trying to make changes. The problem is the NBA is not trying to do anything.
That's
So
correct.
the NBA needs to do something. Whether it works or it doesn't, you can always tweak it.
All right. So a lot of people talking about the officials tonight.
Yeah.
Zach Zarba was the crew chief tonight. Zach is regarded as one of the top 2, 3, or 4 officials in the NBA. I have to look at the replay again to see who made that call on Barnes. But again, if we're talking about the officiating crew, Zach Zarba as a crew chief, he's as good as they get. You'll see him in the NBA Finals on almost every year. He's that good. He's very well received by players in the league, fans in the league, and coaches in the league. Normally, when coaches come out onto the floor and they see Zach Zarba there, and of course they know before the game starts, but they're okay with that. They're pretty happy with that.
Yeah, and the fouls tonight were 19-24, so the Bulls had 24, Kings 19. I didn't really hear anything chirping in terms of Twitter or what I was seeing online about the officials until that last call.
Yes.
And obviously the last calls matter more, but I didn't think it was too bad. Harrison on that flagrant, that's a flagrant in the NBA now, whether you like it or not. I know it's much different than 20 years ago, but the guy has to have a place to land when he is shooting.
Yep.
But I didn't see a big problem with him tonight. Did you, Grant?
No, I thought the officiating was very good because no one was even talking about it until that particular play. Here's the other aspect of that. I'm okay with that and understand where I'm coming from. It didn't cost the Kings the game. Now, had De'Aaron Fox missed the 3 and the game went to overtime and the Bulls won, that's all we'd be talking about right now in this show. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
The fact that the Kings won the game, we can kind of put that on the back burner a little bit. That's my opinion. All right, we're not putting Bennett's on the back burner. They're putting their food, though, on the burners, and they have phenomenal food. Prime seafood and steak. And here's something else. While you're enjoying your meal, do you know that they have over 50 different types of wines by the glass available? So you can get there and enjoy yourself a nice glass of wine. They have a huge selection there. Go to Bennett'sRestaurants.com. You can check out their menu, Bennett'sRestaurants.com. You can get your food to go. They have great takeout. It's incredible. Howe and Fair Oaks in Sacramento, Eureka and Lead Hill Road in Roseville. And hey, they're coming to Rockland real soon. So Bennett's, there's something for everyone. You're going to love the ambiance. Brian is a big time Kings fan, as is everyone in his family. You will love the atmosphere and the food in Bennett's. And don't forget, 50 different types of wine available by the glass at Bennett's. We need to be there right now. Sounds good right now.
Yes, we do.
Huh?
Oh, yeah, I could do that. Hey, real quick, shout out to MC. I know him. He's in the chat. He is always encouraging everybody to hit the thumbs up, giving us summaries of the stats and people watching. So thank you for doing that. And thank you to everybody out there.
Yeah, absolutely. We do appreciate everyone's support. It's pretty amazing. And I think when we get towards April and the playoffs, I think we're going to have, 50,000 people on this stream. And we're going to be having a big time party every night. That's what I think, right?
I sure hope so, partner. I hope we're doing this well into June, buddy.
You miss rolling up your sleeves to your freaking neck, huh? Well, I got a short sleeve shirt on. It'll be a little hard. I can roll them up to my neck, but you know what I mean? I got to have the full thing on my arm. All right. If I'm going to roll my freaking sleeves up to my freaking neck, I got to have a shirt on that goes down to my hands. All right. Because if we're going to do it, we're going to do it the right way. I'll tell you one thing, though. The Kings this year have rolled their sleeves up to their freaking necks because they're playing their asses off every single night. Tied now with Memphis, although they have the tiebreaker for the number 2 seed. 117, 114. I'm still looking for rant ideas. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. I'm very happy to oblige,
Guys, where's the rants? Come on. This is like Grant's thing. He's like giving you a box that's wrapped perfectly. Give us some ideas. Let's go.
Absolutely. Eli says, yes, sir. Love it. Indeed. Somebody asked if I was a little drunk. No, I'm not drunk at all. I actually had my workout. I just did my swim. I'm all good. I'm feeling great. No, first of all, I don't drink very much. So if I'm slurring my words, it's not because of alcohol. I don't really drink that much. It would be because I'm getting old or I didn't sleep well or something else. Okay. Just putting that out there. Oh, man.
Excitement, maybe that happens.
Maybe. Or someone out
Drunk
there could
on
have
wins.
or someone could have an issue out there with their hearing, right?
Yep, absolutely. You see Chris's comment there? You're drunk on wins. I
Oh,
love
I'm
that.
drunk on wins. Rant about the chat not giving good rant ideas. They give me some pretty good ideas.
But not tonight.
All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Like, I gotta now disclose the makeup of the shirts. Are we going there again or what, heck? You know what they are, heck? I'll tell you what they are. You ready for this? They're 100% Grant freaking Napier. That's what they are. Okay? They're 100% if you don't freaking like that. All right? I'm not sitting there on my website beginning tomorrow or Friday talking about whether they're cotton or they're polyester or they're a mix or they're this or that. All right? Just going to let you know they'll be comfortable. Okay? You'll be able to wash them. They'll come out of the wash, put them in the dryer, or you can hang them up outside in your yard, whatever the hell the case may be if you don't have a dryer, and they're still going to be good. All right? You're not going to have to iron them. You ready for this? You'll be able to wear them several times. You're going to be looking good. People are going to go, oh, Hex, where'd you get that shirt? Oh, I need a shirt like that. And Hex, you know what you're going to do? You're going to say, oh, you can just go to Grant's website. If you don't like that.com, and you can go, hey, Grant, guess what? Somebody came up and asked me about your shirt, and I told them about your website. If you don't like that.com. And I'm going to go, you know what, Hex? That's a good job right there. Hex, you didn't tell them what the shirt was made out of, did you? You didn't tell them the breakdown of cotton, this, that, microfiber. We got this, we got that. It came from this country, that country, this country, this. It was delivered by this flight, flying at 38,000 feet, going 535 miles per hour from the West Coast to Florida. And then it had to get delivered to Missouri. And then it went to Texas. And that flight went on FedEx. It didn't land at Memphis until 4 in the morning, made a transfer, then landed at 6:18. It got shipped to this. Ron, you're killing me. I mean, really, Hex, is that where we're going with the damn shirts? It's a t-shirt. It's a freaking t-shirt. All right. Can we relax on what the hell the shirts are made out of? Let me take my glasses off here. Are we really having this conversation after a Kings win, 117 to 114, what the hell the shirts are made out of? Seriously. How often do you order a t-shirt online and go, wow, I really need to find out what the hell this shirt's made out of. Yeah, I got to make sure. Yeah, I'm allergic to this. I'm allergic to that. And I also need to know, how's it going to get to me? All right. Is Napes going to get in his car and he's going to deliver it? No, because I don't have a car anymore because I live in a big city. I don't need a car. You know why I don't need a car? Because it's a mess. That's why. All right. I don't need the cost. I don't need to pay for the insurance. I walk where I go. You know what else is good? The exercise. So I like walking. Get a little lather going up, little sweat. And you know what? If I really want to get somewhere, I know this is a really strange concept. I call an Uber and I get an Uber and I go to where I'm going. So it's all there. But I'll tell you this, next time I get in my Uber or I'm walking down the street, I'm going to have my cotton, polyester, microfiber. I'm going to have, I might even have chicken feathers coming out of the damn shirt. I don't know what the hell I'm going to have, but it's going to say, if you don't like that, with my big ugly mug with a purple beam coming out of the damn thing, Hex, get your t-shirt. If you don't like that.com. Oh, boy. Okay, where are we on this damn post-game show? Let me put these glasses back on. That's another thing, Hex, getting a little blind here as I get older. My shirt, by the way, is coming on, I believe it's on DHL delivery, all right? Those planes go a little bit lower at about 34,000 feet, but it will get here. Don't worry about it.
100% Grant Napier. That was legendary, Grant.
All right.
Got it all out, buddy? You
Let me
good?
ask you a question. Does anyone deliver this type of content involving Sacramento Kings basketball? Just curious.
I don't know. I don't think anybody else is
Yeah.
watching to find out. I think they're
Yeah.
here.
They're all here.
So,
Hey, John, I'll
yeah.
tell you right now, if I have a couple of pops, before I go on, I will let you know. You know what's interesting? Can I just get off on a really quick tangent? Okay.
Sure.
Do you know not one time, not once in my entire career, before I did a Kings game or was on radio anywhere, whether it was in Sacramento, anywhere else, did I ever have one drink? I'll tell you a funny story. I came to Sacramento in July of 1987. All right.
Yep.
And the sports director who I was replacing was going to our sister station in St. Louis. All right.
Yep.
And what is interesting about that, we went next door for lunch and he was doing the sports that night. And at lunch, he ordered a beer. He goes, "Do you want a beer?" I go, it was 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm like, "No, I'm good. Thanks." He goes, "Have a beer." I go, "No, I'm okay, but thanks."
Yeah.
He had a beer. He had another beer. He had another beer. And I'm thinking to myself, as I'm watching this, and I'm 27 years old, I'm like, I'm never going to drink before I go on the air. And I'm 63 years old. I'm an old man. I look pretty good for 63, huh?
Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all.
Yeah, I got a shirt on. It's got proper material. I don't know. Let me see if this is cotton. I don't know what the hell that is. Anyway, I got this shirt in Thailand from my tailor, Bobby Raja. By the way, if you come to Bangkok, all right, if you go to Bangkok sometime, you have to go to Raja's Fashions. Makes the best clothes. As a matter of fact, he even does trunk shows in the United States where you can now go see him when he's in the U.S. But so this is a Bobby Raja shirt, and I don't go into Bobby's shop and go, "Hey, Bobby, I want to order some shirts." But listen, man, I really need to know what they're made out of. You know? Okay. But anyway, so I was watching this individual drink during the day, and I'm like, I'll never do that. I never have done that. And to this point, to this day, I have never had anything alcoholic to drink before I've gone on the air. I just don't. I will never do it. Don't do it.
Very interesting. And that's like right when you're trying to make a good impression too, right, Grant? When you were first coming out here, and it's like, okay, because that puts you in a weird position. Because if you don't have a drink back in those days, is he going to look down on you? So,
hey, Fang in Chiang Mai, Thailand, huh, Kevin? We got to do a shout out to him. We can do that. Absolutely. Yes, indeed. Absolutely. Do a little travel segment. You did let me see here. You did a Thailand video for Here We Stay. You know what, Kevin? That is freaking awesome. Do you know that when the Here We Stay was going on, people were doing their videos from all over the world? It was great. I'll tell you what, we're going to have these shirts go all over the world. All right. I want these shirts in Thailand, Vietnam. We got folks over in Australia, down under, Europe. We got a good buddy watching in Italy all the time. We've got Danny in England. We've got, all folks
Eduardo in Chile.
We got Eduardo in Chile. Absolutely. We got my buddy down in the Bahamas. We got people everywhere. Hey, Paulo in Italy. Yes, indeed. And you know what's nice about these early games? It's not super late for you. You're absolutely able to be with us. All right. So all good. So great.
Yes, sir. Paulo, my bad. I've said Paolo on my show or on the pregame show. So Paulo, I got it down. Sorry about that, my fellow Italian man.
Whoa, you're watching from Bali, Andy.
Bali.
Oh, how about that, man? Wow. You know what else is nice about Bali? The air is so clear there because you're in an island in the middle of nowhere, and it's great. My favorite vacation spot. Wow. Wow. Depends what I want. If I'm going relaxation, it's totally different if I want to be on a get up and go vacation. If I want to be get up and go Switzerland, I love Switzerland. It's great. If I want everything, city, beach, fun, weather, inexpensive, culture, then it's Thailand. Those are the two best. How many people on the stream? Have you been to Bali?
No, I have not. I have not been to Bali.
All right.
Let me ask you a question, Grant. What is the amount of money for a good vacation? I'm not talking all out, but what do you think a fair range is for a good, solid vacation?
Well, a lot depends on your destination. Some places you go are super expensive, and some places you go are super cheap. I mean, if you want to go to Bali, I mean, if you can get an airfare for $1,000 to $1,300 round trip, once you get to Bali, you can get a place for $20 to $25 a night. That's not bad at all. Nice, clean. You can rent a scooter for an entire week. You can rent a motorbike for the whole week for under $50 US.
Wow.
You can eat good food on easily, and I mean, I'm not joking when I say this, easily $10 a day. Okay.
Wow.
So I mean, if there is that in it, there is that type of cost. It's extremely cost effective. But if you want to go and if you go to Bora Bora, guess what? You're not eating for $10 a day. It's going to cost you $10 to take a step this way. Then if you want to walk over here, it's $10. I haven't been to Bora Bora, by the way, but it's a different,
So we have family friends that just got married, and they are in Bora Bora right now for their honeymoon.
Oh.
They got a smoking deal, one of the huts over the water.
Oh yeah.
And it is still not cheap.
No,
but
it's not cheap
beautiful.
at Bora Bora. Abood is awesome. Good place. And so anyway, the Kings did win tonight. I don't know how we got off on this travel.
Yeah.
Was it my fault that we got off on this travels? Yeah, it was. Because all right, hey Frank, guess what? You don't run the damn show. All right, it isn't your show. It's not the If You Don't Like That Frank show. It's If You Don't Like That with Grant freaking Napier and Ryan. All right, if I want to do a repeat rant, I'm going to do a repeat rant. What do you think? You're telling me how to run my damn show? Like now I can't do another rant? Like if I do another rant on T-shirts in 2 weeks, like you think people are going to go, gee, here comes Grant again with this stupid ass rant. You want to know why? Because it will sound completely different. All right, because I make everything up. It's all spontaneous. People love it. Frank, you're going to tell me how to run my damn show? Stop it already, would you please?
Whew. I love this energy. And Grant, what was that website that sponsors your rants? Zoom?
Yes, zoom180.com. I got to, first of all, before I do the commercial. All right. Thank you very much, Matthew. I appreciate that. Pam went to Bora Bora and stayed at the fabulous Four Seasons. You have the Bora Bora and the St. Regis and the Intercontinental are right there next to each other. St. Regis and the Four Seasons are the top two resorts you can stay at. I've not been there. I've done all the research. I've looked at all the videos. You can't beat the Four Seasons anywhere in the world. Four Seasons is, come on. St. Regis is amazing. So, Pam, I'm happy for you. Pam, was it as good as you thought? Did it surpass your expectations? I would love to know that. All right. So anyway, zoom180.com, this revolutionary new flashlight. Hey, our buddy Cody just ordered one. My buddy Roy said that, hey, do you know Cody? I'm like, yeah, I know Cody. He ordered a flashlight, and I'm very happy to say that many of you have also ordered the flashlight. Go to zoom180.com. This is a revolutionary new flashlight with 5 LEDs. It's unlike anything on the market. Now, if you are a different individual and you are hard to please and you don't really like anything, including going to the Four Seasons of Bora Bora, and you would complain about that, you can always take the flashlight and send it back, and Roy will refund your money. I doubt that will happen, because I think once you turn on your new Zoom 180 flashlight, you are going to be freaking blown away. Go to zoom180.com and see for yourself. How was that, buddy?
That was great. That was great. I was just going to start laughing if I transitioned to a live read after your rant. So
yeah, Pam, it is. I hear it's just the drinks alone are ridiculous, but yeah, it's a bucket list item, Pam. Once in a lifetime, once in a lifetime. I hope to get there someday, but I'm going to need a lot of cash to fall on my head here real soon for me to be going to Bora Bora. Eli, the beam is lit right now. Yes, indeed.
Yes, sir.
It's been illuminated a lot this year.
But I think it's an imaginative beam when they're on the road. I don't think they light it when they're on the road.
Really?
It's only home games. Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
Pretty sure. Let us know in the chat. I think it's only for home games.
Let me look out the window here. I'm 3,000 miles away. I don't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do see a beam, but it's the looks like a 777 taking off, getting ready to go over to Europe. Flying at about, it's pretty low right now, about 4,000 feet, 5,000 feet, maybe. Trying to think what that is. Let me see what that is here. Hang on a minute.
He's not kidding, guys. He is not kidding.
I was wondering if that was Qatar's 777 going to Doha at about this time. Could be. Anyway, everybody doing good or what? You know?
This is great.
Yeah, I think the beam is lit for all games. I've driven by the arena when they went on the road and the beam is lit.
Okay.
So,
okay.
yeah.
We drove by when it was a road game and it was not lit. Maybe it was the weather.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. 117,
Okay.
114. Any issues with the game tonight?
No, I think we kind of aired those in the first half, to be honest with you. I think that I was a little bit worried about pace, but other than that, getting through without Lyles, thought that was awesome. And, good win. They got back on track. Keegan didn't score a lot, but he contributed in other ways.
And rebounds.
Rebounds, exactly.
Yeah. All right. What about tomorrow? Again, a late arrival. You are taking on a team that did not play. You're better than the Nets. We get that. You're better than the Bulls. You're a lot better than 3 points better than the Bulls. But what do you think? I said before this road trip, if the Kings were going to lose a game, I thought it would be tomorrow. What do you think?
No, I think they got rolling here in the second half.
Okay.
I could see with the travel that does make sense, Grant, and it is obviously possible. But Brooklyn is the definition of a middle of the road team. 14th offensive rating, 15th defensive. I think the Kings can get them to play the Kings game a little bit more with the up-tempo pace, and I think the Kings shoot much better tomorrow night than they did.
All right.
Today.
Ryan's going to be on 30 minutes before the game, and then I will be on with Ryan at halftime and post-game. Or are you coming on with me? How does that work?
I will be on with you, my friend.
It's all good. We're partners. It really doesn't matter.
We are partners.
And we're also partners with New Works Plumbing of Sacramento. Locally owned for over 20 years, New Works has a fix for you. Just go to sacserviceplumbing.com or call the number on your screen. New Works Plumbing, they've got a fix for you. If you missed the show that we did with Jerry earlier today, check it out. There were some hilarious moments in that show today. Just hilarious. So check it out when you're doing it. Now, Frank, I didn't yell at you, Frank. Frank, do you think I yelled at you? Frank, if you want to hear me yelling, go play around the golf with me, okay? Or I'll tell you what, Frank, just be on the same golf course as me. If you want to hear me yell, just be on the golf course when I'm playing. I didn't yell at you at all, Frank. I was a little animated, but I didn't yell at you. See, Frank, there's a difference between being animated and yelling. I did not yell at you.
Frank, you're getting sensitive, man. Come on.
Yes, I know.
It's a term of endearment when Grant gets a little bit fired up for you.
And Frank, you took one for the team. Just look at all of the people on the chat that had real enjoyment out of our interaction. So you said, Frank, you know what? Think about your contribution to the post-game show tonight.
Good contribution, Frank. Good stuff off the bench, buddy.
Limit 3. You want me to yell at you? No. Why would you be happy if I yell at you, Limit 3? Why the hell would you be happy? Because I'm yelling at you. Like, that makes your day. I'm not going to yell at you, Limit 3. You didn't do anything to make me yell. So you're good. You're all good with me. Stop it already. All right.
But Limit 3, if you go to Cameo, Grant is on Cameo, and you ask him to yell at you. I mean, theoretically, he could yell at you for 30 seconds.
I would do that. All right. Hey, Ryan, have a great show tomorrow, buddy.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Join me at halftime and postgame. Hey, to everyone else, thank you very much for joining us right here. It is so much fun to be here each and every day on If You Don't Like That. Kings win. Oh, if you don't like that, you don't like Kings basketball. Oh, boy. Make it a great evening, everybody. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.